Yesterday I went and did my quantum biofeedback appointment, and I have to tell you, it was amazing. So it's all about frequency measurements within the body. The first thing they do is they sit you in a chair, and she strapped this thing around my head and then each wrist and each of my ankles, and it measured my personal frequency. So just like we have a thumbprint, we have a frequency that is ours, just like our thumbprint is only ours. So that was pretty cool. She then took 12,000 measurements, frequency measurements from within my body, and came back with some results. So I was going to share just a couple here that I had written down when I was going over with her some of the basic results. So she, right off the bat, she told me I had a carrot allergy. Who knew? I had no idea I was allergic to carrots. So looks like I'll give those all to my bunny. That I have fungus and yeast in my system that I actually felt like I already had. That I get hot rather than get cold. This has to do with toxin levels. Respiratory infection in my right lung. I have to drink more water to lower my blood pressure, which I have been drinking an immense amount of water in the last day or two here. Chronic fatigue. That's kind of why I went there. This chronic fatigue is exhausting. She did let me know that I needed to take an enzyme after every meal. And this is something I've learned in even the classes I hold at my house for essential oils. So I need to be more persistent on this, like after every meal, take an enzyme to help me digest the protein. Take a fatty acid, and then that I needed more potassium, more anemia. And then she said that I still had very active, high levels of the BCG vaccine in my system. And I'm like, what's the BCG vaccine? Because, like, I mean, I'm 43, so I took a vaccine, like, I don't know, 30, 40 years ago. So I don't even know what BCG is. So she's like, Google it. So I'm like, all right. So I came home and Googled it, and it is the tuberculosis vaccine. So very high levels, still active in my body, wreaking havoc within. So this is something I'm going to work on because I'm going to continue the therapy. Quantum biofeedback. I actually went to somebody in the Los Angeles area, in Beverly Hills specifically. I Googled, and that was the first thing that came up. I did find somebody who was closer to me, but they wanted $700 for the original, or the first appointment, which for me is just, it's a little steep. I'm not going to go out and pay that. There's no health insurance for that. I'm just not in my plan right now. So but it was funny because I was like, I probably was supposed to go to this woman regardless. She's absolutely amazing. And I was like, oh, she's in Beverly Hills. That's so far. I don't want to drive. It's not worth it. But then when I found somebody closer that was worth, $700, and then to go see her for $100, it's totally worth it. So the universe is always putting me where I need to be, one way or the other. So, the vaccine thing totally freaked me out, just to be honest. And then she said, I'd been sick recently. I was kind of everybody in my house. She just said that I still had levels of a flu virus within me. So she said, just take some vitamin C. And we just went through, we even got into spirituality, things going on, like in my belief system and how it's affecting my body. And then for the next hour, probably 10 minutes, she worked on me with emitting frequencies into my body to start to balance the things that came up the highest on the list there. And I'm going to go back for a couple weeks and just do sessions with her, but I feel absolutely amazing. So I've done a lot of different therapies. One of the ones I've done deeply is the somatic cellular release therapy, where I was coached, and then I did the coach's training. I also, in my clairvoyant training for 13 months, had intense meditative processes and just experiences that I had gone through that were very healing in my life. So this is like going to a whole nother level. Things have unfolded for me that are freaking me out. I can't even share them because they're really that absolutely unbelievable, but it's tying in all over everywhere for me. Like, I'll have a dream, and then I see something on a page, and then something's sent to me, and someone says something. So for me, it's absolutely mind-blowing what's going on. I feel like I've pulled back a whole nother layer. I am getting to a depth within me that I didn't even know existed. And I think a lot of this has to do because it's kind of pulling everything to the top with these frequencies being pushed through my body to heal it. So it's pulling everything out for me to look at and to heal. And I have to say, I did spend a good bit just kind of pushing things out of myself this morning and processing, and it's deep and it's a lot of work, but wow, I think right now, beyond any other time, it is so essential that we get our bodies clean, we get everything within us clean, because all hell is breaking loose on this planet, and I don't want to be a part of it. I absolutely, on every fiber of my body, believes that we exist and experience life at the frequency at which we vibrate. And the higher we vibrate at a frequency, the less likely we are to experience these chaotic, warlike things that are going on our planet, because they exist at a very low frequency. And if you exist up here, right, like just tuning a radio station, so you're aware of this dial, but you actually don't have to go to that dial. Like, I don't have to go to listen to music that I don't like, because I know what that dial is. So if I know this is the frequency for war and chaos and negativity on this planet, and I'm up here, I'm not going to experience that in my life. I'm just not. It's not going to be a part of my reality. Now, I am praying deeply for the people on the planet going through this, and I'm pushing my light out, and I'm trying to bring up the planet with me, but it's each individual person's responsibility for themselves to get themselves clear, get themselves clean, and start processing everything in their life, everything that's in their dramas, everything going on around them. And I have to say that quantum biofeedback was huge for this. So I am just going through intense visions. I'm hearing channeling a lot of stuff, and I'm coming to the realization about some things I just had no idea were existing. So I think this is going to be huge for healing of my family, and for me. I plan to take all of my kids afterwards and clear out their bodies from all the toxins that have been put into them. And then later today, I'm going to get out in my garden and just work on growing my own food and getting healthy and having good things around me. So anyways, keep safe, keep praying, shine your light everywhere you go. Let the world know that you are here to make a difference. We are here to change the vibration of this planet. We are here to bring in the light. We are here to shift what is going on. The old paradigm isn't going to work for us anymore. And to change that, we have to change the frequency within us, right? The more of us that collectively rise to a higher vibrational frequency, that's the change that the planet needs. That's where we begin to take control of our reality, of the consciousness that is permeating through our society. And right now, I'm just in a little shock at how many people are just hook, line, and sinker buying everything that's being told to them. I don't think anything out there right now is truthful. There's a lot of things going on underneath. I've been channeling intense things about what's actually going on in the land, and things within the land that are wanted over in the Middle East. And it's beyond the pipeline, it's beyond the oil, it's beyond the money, and it's at a much deeper level. Anyways, maybe I'll get into that later. I don't know that I want to even put anything out right now. I think it's just a delicate situation, but I really wanted to get back to you about my quantum biofeedback. I think it was amazing. I recommend it to anybody. If you Google it, find somebody in your area and just go and try it. Find a reasonable price. That's, I paid $100. My next visit, she said that was a special for the first time. The next visit's $150. But the way I feel and what I've processed and what I've learned just in the last 12 hours, I honestly can't tell you that I ever thought I didn't even know this stuff was real. A lot of it that's coming through right now. So anyways, keep safe, keep healthy, and come back. Talk to you soon.